is Doug Omens. I live at 906 East 6th Street. On December 12th, 2000, the Supreme Court announced their decision in Bush versus Gore, and many lost faith in our checks and balances system. Tonight, March 8th, 2010, the Pueblo City Council is about to ratify an instance of shocking corruption in city and county governance. I refer to your impending decision to award $1.2 million to the Veterans Bridge architectural firm. The project was planned and approved to be privately funded by individual $75 contributions from veterans, not as taxpayer financed. If 4,000 veterans each contributed $75 to the project, the total would be $300,000. Presumably, approximately the original budget for the modest private bridge you approved over public property. Now, 4 times that amount is about to be allocated to the architect alone in a time of pressing need. In a time when, say, a pedestrian bridge over Fountain Creek at First Street would open up the entire proposed confluence development to downtown and restore what existed here back in 1889. I support President Obama's $770 billion American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009 stimulus grants. But $660,000 channeled through the Colorado Department of Transportation, $250,000 to enhance a Veterans Bridge over the Harp River Walk amounts to near unproductive spending of $660,000. Productive investment must repay principal and interest and be the best cost-benefit choice. If you vote to accept these funds, you will be complicit in allocating these dollars borrowed from China at interest to a non-infrastructure project sponsored by the Pueblo Medal of Honor Foundation. The Medal of Honor Foundation, an interested party, overlaps substantially with the County Commission, the Chieftain, and the Urban Renewal Authority. The Urban Renewal Authority. An opposition letter will therefore never be published in the Chieftain. The stimulus program will fail unless communities spend the money responsibly for real needs and productive investments. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Omens. Next person is Dan Toussaint. Wants to talk on Black Hills annexation.
Some handouts. Mr. President, is it all right?
Yes.
Thank you.
My voice carries quite well, so the microphone is needed. I'm Dan Toussaint. I'm the business manager for IBEW Local 12, which is the electricians union. We are a chartered electricians union since 1900. We're just celebrating our 110th anniversary this year in Pueblo, Colorado. We are one of the oldest electrician unions in the United States. We're, like I said, 110 years old. What I'm discussing about with Black Hills tonight is that it's come to our attention that tonight you're going to have the first reading of the Black Hills Energy annexation. I would request that you postpone the first reading until Black Hills themselves have come to you and actually explain to you what their intentions are and how they're going to build this and how they're going to use the citizens of Pueblo. Right now, we've been in discussion or trying to get into discussions with them as far as a project labor agreement. We had the project labor agreement with Xcel Energy. We provided over $4.5 million hours of man hours that were union people that were hired locally through the local unions. and all that money, the majority of the money stayed in Pueblo. The Black Hills at this date has not spoke to us. We tried to set up numerous meetings with them, and they have pretty much told us that they're going to use the low bidder, which basically, that if they use their low bidders from the last time, it's probably going to be TIC, which is one of the biggest non-union companies in this part of the country. I'm not so much against that, except that they do not hire anybody locally. If you want to go back and look at the cement plant, the Grupo Centos, TIC was on that job site. They did not hire anybody locally other than the people that we had sent to them, and they did not have the qualified people to build that cement plant. In fact, TIC walked off the job at the very end, and it was my contractors from the IBW that went in and fixed that cement plant and actually got it up and running. They have done numerous jobs like that. They come in and they did a job at the rail mill. I don't know if you remember that, but they blew up the rail mill back in the 1980s. Right at that time, they had and they were thrown out of the steel mill. And this is the type of quality of people that they're going to be bringing in. We have members of ours that have come from TIC, and what a lot of people don't realize with TIC is if you live in Pueblo, you have to go work in Texas or somewhere else other than Pueblo, and they bring the people from Texas and other parts of the country into the area. It's kind of like the old company store mentality. You owe them your job, and they also provide you with a place to stay, so it's hard to leave them because they keep you down. Our whole thing is with Black Hills is I would ask them before you act on this, the same as Excel, make a commitment to this city that they're going to hire people locally, do a project labor agreement. That's what this handout is. It's basically through building trades. If you have a lot of questions, this is our handout that we do nationwide, and how there is a cost savings. The cost savings is actually to the people of Pueblo. And the thing that I'm more upset about is that they gave us, the city of Pueblo, the millions of dollars, and then turn around and ask for that 20% increase, which guess where that's coming from? That's coming from your citizens. That does not even cover the powerhouse that they have to build. They will come back to us and ask us for more money to build that powerhouse. My question to you is, make them build it with the people and pay them a fair wage, fair honest health care, and fair pensions and benefits, and hire local people. That's all I ask. And then we can compete with anybody. Our contractors can compete with any contractor in the world if all things are said the same. So I have like 18 seconds left. I know it's pretty fast. I had 5 minutes, and I'm just trying to get through this. And if you guys have any questions, or if you need me to speak to you at any work sessions, I'd be more than welcome to come. I would love to come visit with any one of you, or all of you at the same time. Neil Hall from the building trades, he was supposed to be here tonight, but of course you've heard about the power line going across the highway. He couldn't make it, and I also had another, Rick Allen from the UA local was supposed to be here tonight too, but guess what? The weather held them up, so you guys got stuck with me. So
Thank you, Dan.
thank you. Is there any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay, thank you.
Our next item is special recognitions. We have a proclamation presentation for Girl Scouts Week. Girl Scout Troop 199, Christy Ingram, Troop